Why do you always end up with someone who can't show up emotionally? You feel pulled in, hopeful, and then all you get is the silence, distance, and lukewarm efforts. If you have ever asked yourself, why do I keep repeating this heartbreak? You are not broken, but you are patterned. Today, we will uncover the science behind it and, more importantly, what you can do to change it. So, stay with me. The patterns you are repeating. First one, you are not choosing emotionally unavailable people randomly. There's a subconscious pattern at play. According to the psychology, the attachment theory tells us that your early caregivers shape your inner blueprints for your relationships. If, as a child, your emotional needs were inconsistent, sometimes you got love, sometimes you felt ignored. So, your nervous system learns that love is unpredictable. So, in adulthood, you get drawn to someone who offers glimpses of affection and then pulls away. According to the studies, it shows that insecure attachment, especially anxious or dismissing style, is linked to higher emotional dependence on a partner, especially when emotional regulation is poor. According to one recent cross sectional study with 741 participants who were aged around 18 to 30, it's found that people with dismissing attachment styles had greater emotional dependence, and this was mediated by difficulties in emotional regulation. Also, adults with avoidant or anxious attachment styles tend to report lower psychological well being compared to those with secure attachment. So, this is not your fault. It's your emotional wiring trying to get what it missed earlier. The magnetic pull of attracting emotionally unavailable people. Why do emotionally unavailable people feel so magnetic? Because your brain is wired to seek that familiar tension. As per psychology today, in romantic dynamics, an anxious person, that is you, and an avoidant person, that might be a partner, often create a push and pull cycle. You pursue, they retreat. That back and forth cycle releases dopamine and keeps you hooked. Also, the illusion of intimacy plays a big role. Emotionally unavailable individuals often offer just enough closeness to keep you invested, but never full commitment. This tiny reward keeps your hope alive. Another factor is low self worth. As per Talkspace.com, when you don't truly believe you deserve consistent love, you settle for fragments. You accept less and normalize inconsistency and ignore the red flags often. Mirror signs and warning signals. Here are some mirror signs in you. Do you hide your true feelings? Do you fear rejection so much that you stay guarded? Do you find yourself chasing more than being seen? Sometimes we attract what we are on a hidden level. Warning signals in others. Mismatched word and actions. Inability to do emotional check ins. Constant I am busy kind of statements. Unwillingness to go deeper. Listen, the moment you realize that you silence your own needs, just to preserve the illusion is a red flag. Your inner self is giving clues. Don't ignore them. How to break the cycle of attracting emotionally unavailable partner. Step 1. Awareness and non-blaming. You need to recognize your pattern, not to shame yourself, but to bring the conscious choice. Knowing your attachment style, which may be anxious, avoidant, or secure, is a first step towards shifting. Step 2. Build emotional regulation muscle. The studies I have already mentioned in the videos that showed emotional regulation is a key mediator between insecure attachment and your clinginess. There are tools to build the emotional regulation: journaling, breath work, somatic awareness, therapies, learning to sit with discomfort without reacting. Step 3. Define your non negotiables. Get crystal clear on what emotionally available means to you. For example, if I am feeling insecure, my partner should pause. He should listen to me, not shut down. So use those as early litmus tests. Step 4. Practice self-love boundaries. When someone shows sign of unavailability, detach with self-respect. Do the emotional work. Heal your inner child wounds. Rebuild trust with yourself, or seek a therapy or safe relationship that models what you truly deserve. Breaking this cycle is possible, but it starts with you. You don't need to attract someone else's full love until you fully love yourself. If this video resonated, hit like, subscribe, and let me know that did you ever see yourself in any of these signs or situations? Till the time we meet next time, take care of yourself.